Long ago, in the hidden village of Umuaro, where the trees whispered secrets to those who could hear, a baby girl was born under a rare red moon. Her name was Onyinyechi, which means gift of God. But the villagers were uneasy. They believed children born during a red moon carried the burden of the spirit world. As the midwife cut the cord, a gust of wind howled through the open window and the oil lamp blew out, plunging the room into darkness. The child's mother, Onyinyechi, wept quietly. She had waited 9 years for a child, praying and fasting, visiting river shrines and herbalists. Now, her gift had come, but with fear tied to her ankles. The village elders warned her. This child will walk 2 paths, one of light and one of shadows. Protect her soul. Onyinyechi kept her daughter hidden from the world as much as she could, but even as a baby, Onyinyechi would stare into empty corners and laugh, or cry as if hearing voices no one else heard. On Onyinyechi's 7th birthday, she wandered into the forest chasing a butterfly, and ended up by the river Ajochi, the sacred water where no child was allowed near alone. The river was still, or unnaturally still, and the air heavy. From the water rose a woman with shimmering skin, long black hair like moving vines, and eyes like moonlit mirrors. Child of the red moon, the river woman spoke in a voice that seemed to echo from inside Onyinyechi's own chest. You have been marked. You must choose before your 18th reign, walk the path of mortals, or take your place among the spirits. Onyinyechi was frozen, her heart thudding like a drum. I will give you a gift, the woman said, placing a small obsidian stone in Onyinyechi's hand. Keep it close. It will guard you until the time comes. From that day, strange things began to happen. Crops in her mother's compound grew faster than others. Snakes slithered away from her. People whispered. Some said she was a spirit child. Others said she was cursed. But Onyinyechi raised her with love and taught her to fear no one. By the time Onyinyechi turned 17, she had grown into a stunning young woman with golden brown skin, sharp eyes, and a calm presence that unsettled many. Suitors came from across the lands, but she turned them all away. Her dreams had grown darker. In them, a faceless man stood beside her in a wedding ceremony under a blood-red sky. One day, a merchant arrived in Umuaro, riding a black horse with silver hoofs. His name was Obika, and his smile was warm, but his shadow never matched his body. Onyinyechi saw it immediately. He came with gifts, laughter, and promises of riches. The villagers adored him. Even Onyinyechi warmed to him. But Onyinyechi felt something off. The night Obika proposed marriage, a large owl landed on their compound roof and stared through the window. Onyinyechi screamed. That night, she fell into a deep illness and could not wake. Desperate, Onyinyechi went back to River Ajochi and cried out. Spirit woman! Help me! My mother is dying. The river stirred, and the woman appeared again. I warned you. The time is close. He is not a man. He is a bride taker, a servant of the shadow realm who marries women with spiritual power and uses their essence to feed his master. Onyinyechi begged for help. To defeat him, the river woman said, you must walk between the worlds and marry your shadow. That night, Onyinyechi performed the forbidden ritual from her dreams. She wore a white wrapper and tied a red thread around her wrist, then stepped into the river with the obsidian stone in her mouth. She sank. And sank. Until the water turned to mist, and she stood in a world without light, a realm of shadows, where souls wandered aimlessly, whispering regrets. There, she saw her own shadow standing before her, alive and breathing. It looked like her, but its eyes glowed red. You've come, the shadow said. Let us become one. Onyinyechi merged with her shadow, and suddenly, all her memories became clearer. She was born as the gatekeeper, the one destined to stop the shadow bride taker. Back in the village, Obika prepared for a grand wedding. Drummers played, dancers twirled, and villagers feasted. Onyinyechi arrived, dressed in deep red with black beads woven into her braided hair. Her eyes shimmered with power. Obika was shocked to see her. He thought she was still by her mother's sickbed. "Why do you look different?" he asked, forcing a smile. "Because I am no longer your prey," she replied. "I came to bury you." As Obika reached for her hand, the obsidian stone flared in her palm, and his face began to melt. The villagers gasped as Obika transformed into a creature with long black limbs, hollow eyes, and two mouths, one that laughed, one that screamed. Onyinyechi chanted the words the river woman taught her. The ground split, and hands made of fire dragged Obika screaming into the earth. Rain began to fall, warm, cleansing rain. Nwaka Igo awoke that very hour, her illness gone. The villagers bowed to Onyinyechi, realizing she had saved them all. But she did not smile. "I was born to protect, but I am no longer of this world," she said softly. Each night, she now walks between the living and the dead, guiding lost souls back to their path. The river no longer whispers, it sings. The owl remains her silent companion. And at every red moon, people gather to tell the tale of the girl who became a shadow bride to destroy the shadow groom. But some say Onyinyechi still wanders the edge of River Ajochi, with glowing eyes and a voice that can call your spirit from your body if your heart is not clean. Power comes with purpose. Some are born to shine in the light, others to guard it from the darkness.